Hey, Jason, Mark Baker here at my virtual studio. So I've got your videos and I got your notes. Been doing a lot of videos. I've never had anybody ever do one verbally, so that's kind of cool. My IT guy liked that quite a bit. So that being said, I definitely have an idea on how to help you. Let's just get straight to the videos. All right, Jason. So I have to include the first one from your house because I never had anybody ever show them from the house. So I'm going to answer a question for you. Why it works in your house and why it wasn't working on the lanes. Because your ball you're throwing doesn't weigh anything. I wouldn't do drills in the house. I'm not a big drill guy. I don't think it accomplishes anything. And the reason why I think the drills are a waste of time, because nobody on the Pro Bowlers Tour does any of them. You've never heard a guy say, I did a lot of drills, I became a great bowler. Said nobody ever. But I'm old school. That's how I say it. But it's kind of cool how you did it in your house because you got a really nice house. I was more worried that you were going to break your front door. So we watched this. What happens is even there your swing pulls in. The reason is that rubber ball you're throwing can't weigh more than a pound. But again, right here, you pull it up and in. But here's what I want you to notice, because it's something you do correctly in your house that you never do on the lanes. Your third step is good here. Look at that. Look where your third step is. That looks like Belmonte. That looks like Simonson. When we get to the videos, your third step doesn't look like that. If we can get you taller earlier and create a swing, your actual video from the house helped me as a coach. Now let's get to the bowling alley. All right, my friend, here we go. So we're going to go right to that step. Watch this. When you do it in a bowling center, watch where your third step goes. It goes the wrong way. Where's another one from the bowling center? Is this it? All right. So you kind of shot yourself in the foot, but I'm so happy you sent those to me. In your house, your footwork's correct. The ball thing doesn't work. Look, your third step actually goes in. So why does it do that? Because if I get the side video, here we go. First step, I want you to hold the ball a little higher. First step is too long. Every step, your head, Jason, should be on top of your feet. So your first step's long. So right now, your head, you're out of balance. Your head is no longer on your first step. More importantly is your push away goes down, and your push away is super early, and you've got a ton of knee bend. You need to get rid of all that. I'm going to show you a really good bowler who doesn't do this. Your second step, the second step should be shorter. It should be directly under your head, and the ball should be extended out. You have no push away in your second step. So then your third step comes in, and then when you get to the timing spot in two-handers, I measure your left arm when your slide foot gets in front of your head. So now your slide foot is in front of your head. So you're super, super, super early. So when you ask me these questions, some of your questions were actually pretty good. I'm not sure on this one. This one's actually pretty good here. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's the one on the end lane here, where your third step goes in the most because you have no push away. So when you drop the ball down and you try to get your swing to come back by your side, all you're doing when you drop it down, that's why your left shoulder feels in, because you're pulling it around with your hip, with your shoulders. There's no swing. So you pull it up, and then you have to pull it down, and there. So your self-analysis is good. This is too far out. This ball you throw at the gutter, at the training center, that would have been a washout. Looks like you got a pretty favorable lane condition there. The ball hooked back pretty good. But some of your things are there. This all has to start in your stance in your first two steps. Let's go back to the side. There. And you're down in 2, 3, 2, and the slide. All right, let's go to this other guy I know, pretty good bowler. The patron saint of all two-handers. All right. So I also produced a new video using Jason Belmonte and Simonson. This is the one more traditional two-handed, I would say. So Jason's standing up tall. Here you go. Pay attention, Jason. This is huge. This you could do in your house. First step. His head is on top of his foot. Here's the difference. He has a push away, and he has absolutely no knee bend in his second step, and his head has not dropped. When you get here, your ball is already here, and you've collapsed. Now watch his third step. It goes left. That allows his left shoulder to tuck under his chin, and so when his slide foot gets flat in front of his head, it's the Belmo logo, or what I call the two-handed timing spot. Chris Vi, Anthony Simonson, they all get to the same place. That way his balance is good, and that was the thing you see on TV. So if you want to look at it from the front, a little different view. Here's Jason, little first step there. See, Jason's second step catches the weight of his head. Your second step was quite a ways in front. They have that nice third step that goes left. That you did that in your hallway, but you did not do that on the lanes. That allows the pivot step to drop in. See how easy his hands swing up because he's created space with the third step. When you're in the bowling alley and your third step goes in, you've created no space for your arms to go anywhere. And that's there. So let's go back to you. I just wanted you to see that because obviously you take bowling pretty serious. All right, Jason, here we go. So now we have our first assignment on your second set of videos. I want the ball higher. You just want to mirror Jason Belmonte. First step's too long. The easiest way to do this is go to my website, markbakerbowling.com, click on the Games Change video series, buy the two-handed video, study that. You'll see a difference in his style and yours. We have to get the first step a little shorter, and I want the second step. So when you're here, no knee bend, no drop, stay tall. The ball you have to be up, and the ball has to be there. Remember, you're not moving your elbow anywhere. That's why I'm not big on the drills in the house, because the ball's so light, you can drop it down and maneuver it. That's why it doesn't translate in the bowling center, because now you're throwing 14 or 15 pounds. There it's 1 pound. So it has nothing to do with bowling. So you've got no push away. Jason extends his elbow out like like the old one-handers. It's a swing set. Your shoulders are the bar. Your arms are the chains. The way you start a child is you push them forward, they swing back. So this is the bar that holds up the two chains. Watch what happens, Jason. You drop the bar. So if you push a child out on the swing set and you take the bar and you drop it, the child stops moving. So in essence, your ball isn't swinging, you've dropped it. So that's why you feel your left shoulder come around. Your self-analysis was spot on. Everything you said about your game, you have excellent feel. We have to change that. So now you've got to bring it back with your shoulders, and then your timing is super, super early. You managed to finish in pretty good balance. That one looked like it might be okay. That's high flush, so you're throwing some strikes. But to make it easier, we've got to change the first two steps. We've got to employ more of a push away. That third step's got to go left like you do in your hallway to create a swing that comes back, not pulling it up with your shoulders. Hope that makes sense. Again, if you want to accelerate this, I would just buy the video, and you can study it as much as you want. Film you, put it next to it before you send your next set of videos. But we've got to get the first two steps to look more like Jason Belmonte. He starts correctly, so it's much, much smoother. You're putting a lot of work into it. But again, the video from the house, remember, check it out. If I get you on the end lane, is that it right here? You ready? There's your second step. There you go. So there's the difference. In your house, you have the correct third step, and the bowling center goes there. Why? Because this weighs 15 pounds and this weighs 1 pound. So you manipulate it way too easy. It allows you that, but you're still in your house. You bring it on the inside and you walk away from it. God, I thought you were going to throw this thing through your front door. You know, like you have a pretty nice looking house. I didn't want that to happen. So, gave you your assignments. We got to change the first two steps. We got to create more of a swing so the ball swings back and that left shoulder tucks under your chin. That creates a straight backswing, not you dropping it down, pulling it back with your shoulders. Jason, loved your analysis, loved all the videos, loved the thing in the house. Good job on the self-analysis. Look forward to your next set. Talk to you soon. In this video series, we brought in bowling's very best.
Eagles fly with Eagles. Jason Belmonte is an alpha Eagle.
Anthony Simonson, the youngest ever to win a major.
Kill it. She's won the 2019 U.S. Women's Open.
There it is, second U.S. Open. You can now call Chris Prather a major champion.
Join me, Mark Baker, Jason Belmonte, Chris Prather, Daniel McEwen, and Anthony Simonson, and my best buddy of 42 years, Dave Husted, as we show you how to create core management.